I accidentally picked up two strangers I wasn't supposed to and almost drove them an hour away from their home. My mom invited people who were visiting from England over to her house and asked me to pick them up. My mom lives about an hour away and my apartment is close to the visiting relatives. She sends me an address and I proceed to said address. Now guys, keep in mind, I've never seen these people before in person, but she told me two people were supposed to come over. I get to the house and there are exactly two people standing outside. It's a dad and his 5-year-oldish son. It's snowing and sleeting outside and I roll my window down to tell them to come in. The dad says something and I just say, yeah, I'm here for you, just come in. They get into the car and we immediately start talking like we should know each other. He tells me his phone is dead, so he couldn't call the people he was supposed to see and confirm the pickup. I assumed he was talking about my mom. He asked me if he could plug his phone into the USB and I'm like, sure. Then he proceeds to ask me about me and my life. He asks if I know my native language and I laugh and say, I know enough. Spoiler, apparently not well enough. He then keeps mentioning the word Munyor. Every time he said it, it was like Munyor Bay, which translates to brother Munyor. But I didn't pay close attention. I had an hour drive ahead of me. Then we keep talking about how he's trying to learn English himself and he's trying to get his little boy accustomed to the English language. He's trying really hard for people at home to start speaking it. Then he mentions how excited he is about the car Munyor Bay is going to show him. At that point, I was 10 minutes into the drive and already on the highway and it finally hit me. And I asked him, what does Munyor mean? He tells me it's a person's name. At that point, I'm like, that's a weird name to call my mom. And he goes, Mom, isn't that your uncle? At that point, I'm like, what the crap? I go down a list of family members in my house to see if he maybe recognizes them. He does not. We both have a puzzled look on our faces. His child is really scared at that point. He asks his dad, Dad, who is this man driving us? Then I decided to call my mom to clear it up. Turns out I picked up the wrong two people and I had in fact picked up two total strangers. My mom asked me who I had in the car and I was like, I had no idea, with super nervous laugh. I hang up and I told them I was very sorry. The fear in their eyes, I'll never forget it. I took the nearest U-turn and brought them home. Turns out people I was supposed to pick up lived the floor below the people I actually picked up. So, yeah. My bag got sucked into the intake and plugged it, ended up with massive bruises in shape of a drain. So my girlfriend and I managed to snag a deal staying at a hotel and getting dinner on Valentine's Day. And we both got so excited when we saw this spa-bath jacuzzi in our room, even though it was a bit small. We did notice the warning sign about being cautious, about keeping body parts away from the intake area, but we didn't think it was very important, which would turn out to be a big mistake, by the way. After it finally filled up, we turned the jets on and she hopped in. And there was barely room for two, but I tried squeezing in opposite of her. As I got comfortable, I suddenly felt something strange happen. It felt like I was in a spaceship and a hole had appeared behind me and my body just tried to plug it. It wasn't painful, it just felt like 15 vacuum cleaners being hooked up at the bottom of my spine, and I immediately pleaded with my girlfriend for help. I probably could have unplugged it myself, but with her help, I was off the intake hole within 3 seconds, but the damage was done. I stood up and showed her my back, and she erupted in laughter at my new tramp stamp. She later added that a benefit of the whole ordeal is that if a man is rooting me, my speedometer tramp stamp could tell him how fast he's going. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give me a big fat like below. And if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.